Something major happened this week in the world of science, a small step towards limitless clean energy and potentially a massive step for humanity. In case you missed it, American scientists have made a breakthrough in the quest for nuclear fusion.
Scientists at the National Ignition Facility achieved fusion ignition, and that is creating more energy from fusion reactions than the energy used to start the process. It's the first time it has ever been done in a laboratory.
Here's a simple breakdown of what it means. Until now, we've been able to harness nuclear power by splitting atoms, known as fission. But to do that, heavier atoms are needed, like uranium and plutonium, which are radioactive, and leave behind waste that has to be securely stored for thousands of years. In fact, most of the issues with nuclear power right now are because of the fission part, not the nuclear part. In nuclear fusion, lighter atoms like hydrogen can be smashed together to create larger helium atoms. That creates even more powerful energy in the form of heat, with little or no radioactive side effects. The breakthrough by American scientists was modest in terms of energy created, enough to boil 2.5 gallons of water. But what they discovered could potentially lead to limitless zero-carbon fusion energy down the road. Will nuclear fusion bring the world together on renewable energy? A trip around the moon is on the horizon for 8 lucky people, and it's all thanks to a billionaire. Japanese businessman Yusaku Maezawa announced on his YouTube channel who he'll be sponsoring to take a trip on Elon Musk's SpaceX. Called Dear Moon, the mission will include flying big-name creatives like K-pop rapper Top and American DJ Steve Aoki.
I can't miss this opportunity. My soul is begging for this.
Passengers will be flying for free on Spacex Starship rocket, and it's currently slated to take off in 2023. The trip would take roughly 8 days and come within 200 kilometers of the moon's surface. But as of right now, SpaceX's new spacecraft system has yet to have its first orbital test flight. Maezawa, who made his fortune in the online fashion industry, flew on a Russian rocket to the International Space Station and spent 12 days there last year. Would you take a trip around the moon if you had the chance? It should come as no surprise, but if you had any lingering doubts, this will flush them away. We now have irrefutable proof that flushing the toilet with the lid up is not only disgusting, but can help spread viruses and bacteria that could make you sick. Scientists at the University of Colorado Boulder use bright green lasers and video equipment to visualize the airborne particles you could be coming in contact with.
When the toilet is flushed, it emits these very small aerosolized particles, and they range up to almost 1 millimeter.
These particles can carry pathogens like E. coli, C. difficile, norovirus, and more. According to the study published in Scientific Reports, particles stirred up by flushing travel at speeds of nearly 7 feet per second and could reach heights of almost 5 feet above the bowl. In other words, if you don't put the lid down when you flush, you could end up standing in an invisible cloud of your own waste. Thanks for that, science.